Oh, the sound is like nothing I've ever experienced before. Hello everyone, welcome to another Driven by Lee video. In this video we are finally doing a video on a Porsche 911 GT3. In particular, my GT3. Yes, I actually do own one. I talk about it on every video and no one's actually seen it yet. So here it is. As you can see, that's my GT3, a 992 PDK Club Sport. I'll get onto the fact why there's no roll cage in a minute, but it is the Club Sport pack. In Guards Red. Right. I had a complete nightmare buying this from an official Porsche dealer. I'm not going to name names, but I am going to do a completely separate video on the whole drama, including the villains and the heroes of that whole thing, because so much happened in me buying this, so much drama. I got let down bad by the Porsche dealership, and I feel that's a whole new video, so that will be coming soon. So if you haven't subscribed, guys, subscribe, because you aren't going to want to miss that. So, this GT3, oh, we're doing it already, we've only just started the video. Oh my days. Listen at that. Oh, whoa, this is, oh. Guys, if I was you, I'd pause this video, get a cup of tea and some nibbles, because we have a lot to discuss, and there's going to be a lot of me going, oh! So anyway, back to my Porsche. I effectively bought this new in January this year. How can I help you, it's just said, because I mentioned the word Porsche. You can help me by, well, there's many things you can help me with, but anyway, that aside. So yeah, like I'm saying, I bought this effectively new. It came from a Porsche dealer. I'm not the original owner. The original owner bought this, who's a big Porsche guy, and he just put it in a collection, didn't use it. It was a year old when I got it, and it only done 19 miles, so it's brand new. It's as close to brand new as I could get. With these, as normal, you've got to be Porsche royalty to get an allocation for one. You've got to have a big buying history with Porsche, or being really well known to the dealership. I'm none of them. I am none of them. To Porsche, I'm pretty much plankton. I am a little scrub, so Porsche are never going to allocate me one of these. I'll be lucky if I get a Macan or something from Porsche. But anyway, this came up. It wasn't particularly massively over what it was new. This was around about 170,000 new, 175,000. and I paid 180,000 because obviously these are going for overs, aren't they, because they're available. So I think I got a good deal, basically a new car, and I was never going to get an allocation anywhere else, so I was well happy with that. Oh, blimey. Jeez, this is so fast, guys, this is so fast. You just do not realise how fast this thing is. So the Porsche GT3, you know what these are. If you don't, where have you been for the last 25 years? They are as close to a race car for the road as you can get. They haven't just popped up overnight. Porsche haven't just brought out a GT3. GT3 is a homologation for a specific racing category, hence it's called a GT3. So this has absolute ground up roots in motorsport. The engine, GT3 engine, that's not just any engine, that is a motorsport engine put in a 911 chassis. It's only available for the GT cars. It's got 510 brake horse, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Oh, and top end is going to be doing around about 200 miles an hour. I would show you the engine, but you can't see it. This is rear engine, so the engine literally sits on the rear wheels, and it's under loads of covers. You can't see it. The only thing you can see is a little like flap that you lift up just so you can put oil in it and coolant and that kind of stuff. You don't get to see it, so I can't show you it. But it's a great engine. 4 litre, naturally aspirated, high rev, and doesn't redline till 9,000. The thing's an absolute engineering masterpiece. It's the benchmark. Everybody compares cars against the GT3. I think I've got a sweat on. I'm going to have to turn the aircon up. Oh my days, we nearly crashed. Right, so yeah, just such a lovely thing. Fast handling. I don't know how it does it. Jeez. It's got a double wishbone front suspension, the first 911 to ever have it. Also, I think I just got caught with speed, and oh well. Also, all the suspension is rose jointed. There's no bushes, there's no softness. It's rose jointed, so you feel absolutely everything. It's a race car. It literally is a race car. You feel everything. It's not absorbed by anything. Whatever that car's doing, you feel it through the steering, through your pants. You know what the car do. Oh, just the tiniest movement of the steering wheel and the car's gone. Wherever you want it to go, that goes. Then there's the sound it makes. Oh, the sound is like nothing I've ever experienced before. I thought that Spider RS the other month sounded the best car I've ever heard. Well, now I'm not so sure. The thing is, I don't drive this a lot. I hardly ever drive this at all. This is probably only the 4th or 5th time I've driven it since I've had it. is loud. Right, let's calm down. Let's talk about some other things. The inside, it's got carbon bucket seats as part of the Club Sport pack. So they're carbon fibre, they're fixed bucket seats, so they don't adjust other than front and rear and up and down. They don't recline because they're fixed buckets, but they don't need to recline because they're already in the optimum position. The steering wheel, it's the best steering wheel I've ever experienced on a car. Alcantara, not fussy at all. Manual buttons, you've got your Mantino, is it? Mantino down below here where you select what drive you want. Mantino, I think it's called. Oh, these bends. I'm in Wales filming this. I didn't want to film this around Norwich. I came to Wales just to film this. Snowdonia. Because the roads are made for this car.
I still call you lover.
Lovely Alcantara dashboard, fantastic. This dash is the nicest dash I've ever seen on any car. I'm a big advocate for manual analog dials, as we know, and this has the nicest analog rev counter and sports chrono. Almost looks like a really expensive watch. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And then so next to that you've got some kind of haptonic buttons, and next to that you've got your sort of digital dials. Oh. I'm finding it hard to talk. I'm not lying. Oh. Jesus. Just an engineering masterpiece. It just wants to go all the time. This is horrible to drive slow. It's noisy. It's uncomfortable. But when you give it some like this, it's made for the racetrack, this car. Oh. Oh, it's not meant for driving slow. I actually don't really know why I've bought this car, other than the fact that I have always wanted a red 911. Ever since I was a young boy, and in my bedroom I had 3 pictures on my wall as a kid. I had a red 930 911 Turbo, a red Ferrari Testarossa, and a red Lamborghini Countach. So this would have been like late 80s. Always dreamed of having the red 911. It was always a dream of mine, and 40 years later I've got it. I'm in a Guards red 911 GT3. Wow. Oh, I'm getting so excited over this one. Oh, I know why I bought this car, because of that. Oh, Struth. That's why I bought this car. Oh, I need to wipe my brow. Anyway, so yeah, that's. I've had many cars in my driving life, many cars, and I could have had a lesser model 911, but I didn't want one. I wanted to wait until I was in the position to have a new GT3. in Guards Red. So I didn't want to lessen it by having a Carrera 2 or a Carrera 4. Not that there's anything wrong with them, fantastic cars. But I always wanted my poster dream car, and that was this. So I wasn't even in the market for one earlier in the year. But when somebody told me that there's basically a brand new one in Guards Red for sale at Porsche, I had to find a way to buy it. And I did. I bought it. I saw it. I ummed and ahed. I couldn't really afford it because it's obviously a lot of money, 180,000. But I just made it happen. I thought, when is the right time? Whenever is the right time to buy cars like this? Never. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to buy it. And I did. I bought it. And like I say, I had massive drama in the initial bit with the dealership, but the day sorted everything out, thankfully. And it hasn't lessened my enjoyment of the car, I must admit. You know, just looking at it, oh, it's great. But roads like this are what this car's for. A racetrack is what this car's for. On an autobahn, I've had 180 mile an hour out of this on an autobahn. So I had my fiance with me at the time, and she wasn't too impressed that we were doing 180, so I didn't really want to push it any further and do 200. But I will get back there and do 200, just to say I've done 200, because I've never done it. But yeah, we're in Wales. This is what these cars are like. Brilliant for. If you're not, if you're just, you couldn't daily this. You couldn't. It's too much. It's too hard. It's comfortable, but it's not practical. And it's just hard work to drive slow. The brakes, although the brakes are fantastic, not carbon ceramics on this, unfortunately, they're steel, but they are racing brakes on this. And when they get hot, oh my, they make the worst noise. They squeak so bad that it sounds like the bus. Like when you come up to a junction or whatever, it sounds like it's broken. They go, and honestly, I'm not even exaggerating that. It's as loud as that. Everybody looks round, but Porsche's answer, and rightly so, it's sports brakes. They're racing brake pads. They're racing discs. What do you want? So yeah, just got to get on with that. Other thing, there are many rattles. There's many rattles. There's many noises. Because this is ultra lightweight, 1400 kilograms, very lightweight for the sort of car. Because they are quite a big car, so 1400 kilograms is quite light. But there's not a lot of soundproofing. So you hear everything. All the stones in the wheel arches you hear. Anything underneath you hear. Whatever the engine's doing you hear, good and bad. And on idle, they sound broken. They sound like they're broken. They rattle, and they sound bloody awful. In fact, when I first had it, I kept thinking, that can't be right, that can't be right, that there must be something wrong with it, that can't be right, until I drove another one, and I was like, yeah. And then someone, because I kept moaning about all these rattles this car was making, and basically someone that knows cars, I won't say his name, but somebody that knows cars extremely well, he's well known, he's got many supercars himself. He said to me, Lee, you have bought a GT3, which is basically a race car, and you are moaning when it acts like a GT3. And I thought, do you know what? He has got a point. I bought a GT3, and there I am moaning when it starts acting like a GT3, as in rattles and noises. You know, what? It's like putting your hand in the oven, and then you moan when it gets burnt. Well, you don't want a burnt arm, don't put your hand in the oven. If you don't want a race car to act like a race car, don't buy a race car. And since then, that's the best thing I've ever heard. So that's like, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's not overboard. The rattles aren't too bad, but they are there. And I'm a nightmare for rattles. In fact, I am probably the worst guy to own a GT3, because I want my GT3 to act like a Porsche Turbo S. You know, the ultimate cruising car, fun. But the GT3 just excites the hell out of me. Look at it, with the spoiler and all the drama, and it looks like a race car. I'm no race car driver. I can drive quick on the road, but I don't know what I'm doing. I won't even get 3/10 of what this car can do. But I don't possess to do it. I do road trips. That's my thing. Road trips. Europe, Switzerland. That's what I do. You know, I don't go around the track, but this needs to go around the track to get what you can out of it. So this takes me back then to what I mentioned earlier. This had a roll cage in it. When I bought it, this had the Club Sport pack. I wanted the full Club Sport pack, even though I'm never going to take around the track, but I wanted it all. So this had a roll cage in the back here. A video should come up round about now, or a picture of the roll cage, and that rattled so bad I literally could not cope. And because it stiffened the rear up quite a lot, it made everything else rattle, and it just crazed me. So Porsche, Ashley, one of their gold techs there, he took it out for me. He said, right Lee, I'm going to take your roll cage out and then go and drive it and see what you think. They're only bolt in, so it's not like a big drama to take out. They just bolt in. So you don't even know it's not there. It's not like there's holes everywhere and it's welded in. It isn't, it's just bolted in. So he took it out. I then, funnily enough, came to Wales in the car. Snowdonia, where I am now, but it was earlier in the year. And it was a different car. It drove so nice. It didn't make any noises. Well, it obviously did make noises, but nowhere near as bad. And I had places to put stuff on the back seat. And because I do road trips, touring, that appealed to me. So I went back and I said, Ashley, thanks boys, but yeah, can I have it left out? And they were like, of course. So they wrapped it all up, boxed it up and gave me the roll cage back. And it's in my garage at home. If I ever want to put it back in, I think it's like 6 bolts and it's back in. So it isn't like I've lost the opportunity to put it in. But for me and my driving and what I have this car for, no roll cage. You can buy them without the roll cage. They are an option. So yeah, I've just not got it in at the moment. If I ever come to sell it, doubtful, but if I ever do, you never know. Finances might indicate I have to sell it. If I ever sell it or want someone else, doubtful. I can get it put back in, no probs. Inside, it's got all the creature comforts, Apple CarPlay, all of that. Hasn't got heated seats, but it's fixed bucket seats. Who wants heated seats? This one, it's got the carbon fibre roof, an option, carbon fibre mirrors, the wheels, another thing, the wheels, whoever got this, it came with black wheels, whoever spec'd this from new, and I don't like black wheels. I hate black wheels. So I got them powder coated silver. Everybody was like, Lee, don't do that. They won't look right silver. Red, it needs to be black. But when they came back and they got put back on the car, I don't know anyone that's said to me, or they certainly haven't said to my face, oh no, they should have been black. Silver, yeah. In hindsight, I'm happy I went with silver, but grey would have also been a great option. So if I ever curb the wheels, God forbid, I will get them all refurbed in grey. I'll try grey next, or even gold. Gold, yes, gold possibly. Never black, don't like black. This has got rear tinted windows. You know, from my other videos, I hate rear tinted windows. But it's got, I even looked at getting them untinted, and you can't obviously just peel the film off because they're actually tinted glass. And I looked at that, and because this is a race car in effect, it's got lightweight thin glass, and that was like thousands to get done. So that is what it is. I've got kind of used to it now anyway. But yeah. It literally hurts your neck when it accelerates. Wowzers. It just pulls your skin off your face. It also, these 911s defy physics. How can they handle so well? You think about physics, right? If you've got something and you put the rear engine right on the rear axle, that should not go round bends, should it? It should fishtail like a trailer. If you load a trailer up wrong and you have all the way at the back, fishtails are undrivable. How is this not killing me on every bend? Just sticks to the bends like it's on rails. You just cannot unsettle it. I don't know. Where does it find the, like now, look. Look, oh, gosh, my face, I can feel in my neck. This S-bend here. How is it doing it? It's just like a dart. I don't know how, I don't know how. How does it find the traction and the grip? Oh, God, that hurts your neck. Oh, this car. Do you know, I drove out my friend's Spider RS, had that for a couple of weeks. It's on a video, and I thought that was the best car I'd ever driven, because I hadn't driven this for a while. Don't get me wrong, Spider RS, what an absolute thing. But you know, now I've got back in this, and I'm, I don't know, 400 miles into this trip, I think it's this again. But I'm so fickle, I don't know. Whatever I drive next week will be the best one, but this. And I love as well, when you look in when you look in the rear view mirror, all you see is a huge spoiler, because the spoiler on this is insane. And when you then also look in the mirror, you see a lovely carbon fibre mirror, which is like win-win, but then you also just see the top of the rear spoiler. I'll put a picture up. That is a great scene in your mirror. And you see that big fat bubble rear arch. Oh, this car's beautiful. And in Guards Red, traditional 911 colour. Wasn't the 911 in the 60s, could be wrong on that, wasn't the 911 released in Guards Red? It's such an iconic, unchanged colour. A Guards Red 911. Do I think it's the best colour for one? No, I don't. I think the best colour for one of these is shark blue, or even the grey. They look nice in them colours. But for me, it was always been Guards Red, dating back to that picture when I was a kid. So it had to be Guards Red. Plus my Lotus Emira is very similar to shark blue. It's Seneca blue, very similar colour. I wanted a bit of a contrast in the garage, so we went for Guards Red. Car sits really low at the front. This has got nose lift, an absolute essential extra that you do need. So if you're going over anything high, you just press a button and the front lifts up, go whoop. I mean, I'll show a video of it lifting up. Press another button and it goes back down again. The other thing with this, why you couldn't daily this, for me, it's just too valuable. It just costs too much. You know, I'm worried where I leave it. It gets so much attention. Like, I quite like that when people ask questions about the car and, you know, all that. But the flip side of that is also gets negative attention by, you know, undesirables who just want to damage it and key it or whatever they want to do. So I'm very mindful of that. So every time we go on a road trip and we're staying in a hotel, I always make sure we select a hotel that has a mega safe car park. I check them on Google Maps. I've even been known to phone a hotel first and said, right, bring quite an expensive car. Is there somewhere, is your car park? And say, oh, hang on, I'm shutting up. Oh. Do you know, my neck hurts. Literally, I can't wait to get back in a relatively normal car. Yeah, I've been known to phone them before and ask them, if you've got a secure car park, will my car be safe? That's the other thing with these. Not only have you got the expense of buying one in the first place, which is bloody expensive, you have to have another car. You do. You have to have another car, unless you're super wealthy and 180 grand means nothing to you, and it doesn't matter if it gets damaged or whatever. But to me, It's the most expensive thing I've ever bought other than a house. And it frightens me how much it costs, you know, but I've worked so hard to have this. I've been in business 26 years, been through some pretty dire times in building a business, some bleak times. So why not? And I always thought, you know, if you need the money, you can always sell it. You know, it's not like you've just gone on a massive bender and drunk all the money against the wall. So I'm trying to justify it to myself now. Well, that's why you've got it. Me and Michelle were having, Michelle's my fiance, when she's actually climbing Mount Snowdon now while I'm filming this. Far too energetic for me. She's doing it with her work, admittedly. So I'm filming this. But when we were coming here, I was like, how am I going to say in the video what this car is for? Why would you buy this car? Because, well, why did I buy this car? Because it's not an everyday car. Yep. It's a track day car, but I don't do track days. It's not really an ideal touring car because of everything I've said about it. So what is it? What is this car for? Well, to me, it's quite simple. Other than it being a lifelong goal, and it looks incredible, and I get so much satisfaction out of cleaning it and seeing it in my garage, but it's so much more. When you're on the ideal road, like this road, where you can give it some, and the tarmac's smooth, and it's empty, oh, that's what this car's for! That is what this car is for. It doesn't matter if you only use it 3 or 4 times a year. It makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck. The noise, the performance, the handling. And it's so much more than the performance. It's one of those things that only car guys will understand. It's how it makes you feel. The fizz it gives you. You can't buy that. Well, yes you can, Lee, because you did. But do you get what I mean? You can't describe it. There's nothing like it. When I'm driving this fast, I just forget everything else. All the dramas that are going on in life, business, whatever. Just forget them. It's just you and your GT3 and a great bit of road. That, to me, that's why I've got this. That is why I've got it. I can hear Rattles. I don't care. Go on, rattle away, son. I don't care. So, guys, I think I'm going to go and find Michelle, who should have been up and down Mount Snowdon by now. So we're now literally going to be driving over to Mount Snowdon and enjoy these fantastic roads, if I can get past Slow Norris in front of me. We're heading back to Norwich tomorrow, so you will next see me when I'll do a final little summary, as normal, guys, back in the garage. So see you back in the garage. As you can see, we're safely back in the garage once again, and that was my GT3. Little bit of a confession to make. This is now probably about a month after that road trip was done. So since then I've had the car fully detailed, as obviously it got particularly dirty on the 800-mile round trip to Wales, and it's been serviced from Porsche because the service was due, so I got that done as well. And now it's back in the garage next to the Lotus on trickle charge or C-Tech battery conditioner until March or maybe April, when it'll come back out again. The next trip we've got planned for this is Monaco. So we're going to film that, and yeah, the next time you'll probably see this car will be the trip to Monaco. So thanks for watching that video. I know it was a really long one. This is now New Year's Day, so I hope everyone's had a great Christmas, and I wish you all Happy New Year. If you could like, subscribe if you haven't already, put your comments in the comments below, good or bad, I'll reply to them all. If anyone's got a car they'd like me to review or feature on the channel, please do get in touch on the email that's now pinged up on the screen, and we can have a chat about it. It doesn't have to be a GT3 or that sort of level, it could be anything of interest. £100 banger, whatever. Get in touch and we can make a video on it. So that is it for now. So I wish you Happy New Year. Thank you.